All right.
Bring the January 3rd, Tuesday, January 3rd, reorganization meeting of the Lower Salford Township Board of Supervisors to order. Please join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic which stands one nation under indivisible with liberty. Any public discussion? Okay, the next item on the agenda is the reorganization of the Board of Supervisors. I want to now accepting nomination for the position of chairman.
I nominate Keith Bergman as chairman.
I second. Any other nominations for the position of chairman? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
We'll get the next one. You're doing a good
I'll
job.
now accept nominations for the position of vice chairman.
Chris Cannon, Vice Chairman.
I second. Any other nominations? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Now I'll hand this.
There you go. You get all the
Accoutrements. All right, so the next item on the agenda will be to unfortunately accept the resignation of Douglas Gifford from the Board of Supervisors effective today. Do I have a motion?
I would make a motion to regretfully and with lots of reservation, accept Mr. Gifford's resignation. And again, thank him for his 33 plus years of service as a supervisor in this township. And I'm grateful that we will have an opportunity to continue to appoint him to the Recreation Authority a little later in the agenda, so that he is not leaving the service of the community, just taking one of his hats and hanging it up on a much deserved hook. That was emotion.
Regretfully.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Sorry to see you go, my friend.
Mr. Chairman,
Sir.
just as we're at this point, for process going forward, we obviously have received a number of applications. Is it appropriate to talk about it now or later in the agenda
We can talk
process?
about it now.
Okay. Yeah, my suggestion would be, as we have received a number of applications, thank you, that we put a closing date on accepting applications of Monday or Tuesday next week, and then ask Joe to schedule a special meeting, maybe the third week of January, and invite each of the applicants, schedule them in 10 or 15-minute increments for a special meeting, only for the purpose of having an opportunity for us to meet and review their qualifications, so that we would be in a position to then make a nomination of a new supervisor at the February 1st meeting.
I like it. It sounds good to me. Are there any other suggestions?
I also like the idea of a special meeting. I've discussed this with you guys individually as
Sure.
well. It's looking it up. I found it to be a good thing to do, have them on speak. In regards to putting a date at the end, again, I think we should at least do a week from tonight. So if anybody learns tonight, they have a week at it. But again, I'm okay.
What, the 10th, 9th to the 10th, I forget what that is.
Like next Tuesday. I'd even be okay to where, we have our, well, but we have to have a date. I think would be appropriate.
That would, yeah, I think a week from now, and then that gives us an opportunity to reach out to everybody and schedule times and make that work. It's that way it has been advertised for well over 30 days, the date that Mr. Gifford first notified us. Well,
So the week of the 16th for a meeting.
Monday or Tuesday.
The 17th,
I'm not available on the 17th.
okay, we could do early the
I'm
following.
Monday the 16th, I'd be fine with.
Yeah,
That's Martin Luther King Day.
Then we can't. 23rd works.
23rd.
24th, 25th. I'm good on any
I
of
could do the 25th.
25th. That would be the planning commission meeting, but yeah. In this room.
Yeah, we have our meeting
Here, yeah, you could do it downstairs or in the coffee.
Well, the planning commission starts at what, 7 or 7:30?
7:30.
7:30. Do we want to do it at 6 or do we want to do it early?
6 to
6:30?
The only, I have no problem with, the only hesitation I would have with that is I'm cut short if, we could have, we have.
How much, do we have a long agenda for the planning commission?
We do.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could do it downstairs.
I'm fine with that too.
I'm okay with that. It says, I also have availability those other days.
Well, I mean-
find another date.
But-
And in regards to a meeting like this too, the special meeting, would it be open to the public? Well,
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, if we meet as a board, we're opening it to the public.
Right.
Yeah, I would say, why don't we shoot for the 25th at 6:30 and go from there?
And Joe, I would just remind you that because it is available to the public, that it will have to be advertised.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
This gives us plenty of time to get that all done and let applicants know.
Okay.
25th works for me.
Yep.
We want to do 6 or 6:30, just one, depending on, if we do 15 minutes, how many people we have.
7.
Yeah, and we might be able to do 10 or 15 minutes and then just work our way through it too, so. They've got nice resumes and applications, what do you reckon? I don't know if anybody's short, but. I'm fine at 6 or 6:30, I mean, if we started at 6, we could probably just stay in this room and we'd be done in time for the planning. Start.
That's
I'd
fine,
rather-
me too.
Yeah, let's do 6, we can plan on being here, if we have to go downstairs, let's go downstairs and.
Okay.
I'd rather do it in here.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have 2 meetings at once if possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will there be a requirement that the candidates must be good at puns?
Mr. Gifford is committed to sending us one a month, so.
Wednesday, January 25th, 6 p.m. in this room to interview the candidates that have submitted their interest in becoming appointed to the Lower Salford Township Board of Supervisors.
This was such a fun loving group.
All right, so moving right along. Motion to approve agenda items 6 through 22 as listed in the provided.
Mr. Chairman, I'd be happy to make that motion and would note that we are still looking for people to fill the communications committee opening, and we need to appoint someone for the Freedom Valley Medical Service, which maybe we can look at having someone in line for February 1st meeting. And with that, I'll make a motion to approve those items.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Very well. All right, item number 23 on the lengthy agenda, motion to designate the first Wednesday of the month as the regular public meeting of the Board of Supervisors to begin at 7:30. Public work session be held prior to the board meeting in addition to the third Wednesday of each month at 7:30 a.m. excluding the months of July and August, third Wednesday's meeting.
Mr. Chairman, did you make that as a motion or?
I made that as a motion.
I will second that. And I would note that I recognize Supervisor Shelley did a lot of research, brought it to us at our previous meeting with regards to possibly not having 7:30 a.m. meetings. I appreciate the research he did on that. I did do some research on my own too, to further note that while we are one of the only ones that has a 7:30 a.m. meeting, there are many municipalities that only meet once a month. And that would be akin to our 7:30 p.m. meeting. And as far as I can tell, we're the only township in the county that meets 3 times a month, where everybody else may meet twice. So I think we have provided a significant opportunity for public comment and input through a variety of different meeting times and dates. So I didn't want your comment, you go unnoticed with that, but just that I am comfortable with our current meeting schedule.
And I do appreciate that as well. I would like to just point out one more time, I handed out that we are the only one in the township that starts anytime before 6 p.m. I think when you think of any kind of a committee, community committee, like a board, say sports, Cub Scouts, stuff like that, you expect them to be in the evening, more accessible for people. I think our meetings aren't as accessible in the morning. I do feel that, the average time people work makes it harder to get here and, maybe you have to cancel a meeting at night to attend. But I just think people, I do appreciate the time. The other townships might only meet once a month to do those meetings because it's the only time they can meet and they don't want to be the only second township to be at 7:30 morning as well.
Missing the boat. They're missing the.
They're my thoughts on that. I think if we do go forward with this, I hope that the board would consider once again the accessibility of Zoom so that if somebody does have a question right now, they can't participate. But let's say they're standing at the bus stop and they're able to talk, if they're addressed, I'd like to hear from. So I'd like that to be considered in the future if we told them.
I'd be willing to consider that in a future discussion.
Thank you. And thank you all for your time.
Moved and seconded,
Yep.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right. 24 agenda item is announcement that monthly meetings of the township advisory boards and committees for the year 2023 will be held in person at the township building where we are, and they are listed. I'm not going to read them all. Number 25 is announcement that non-uniformed employee holidays for 2023 will be New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Thanksgiving Day, day after Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, and the individual's birthday, and 7 personal days, which include 3 days for the death in a family. Police department holidays are a collective bargaining agreement. Separate. Number 26, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda item as listed?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
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 Mr. Chairman, one quick note. I did
Yes, sir.
show the corrections in the minutes. You just want to point that out.
Yes.
I would-
Didn't see that.
I would amend the, if I could, I'll amend my motion on the consent agenda to the corrections as noted by Supervisor Shelley. Would you accept that amendment, Mr. Schurer?
Yes.
Okay. And Joe, just one question. Treasurer's report looked very healthy that we got. I was very happy to see that. And not to put the Recreation Authority on the spot, do we know what's going to be transferred over from the Recreation Authority?
I don't know if we know exactly yet. We have to.
The ballpark, but that doesn't show up in this treasurer's report. And so is that, I guess that's on a, is this on a cash basis or on an accrual basis that money will be back in? Follow my question?
Yes, and it does show up in that the debt service for the golf course is lower.
Okay,
And so you're seeing it in there. But we will do is we'll adjust it to show the in from the golf course.
okay.
As a revenue.
So how much was that reduction? Ballpark.
400,000.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I know there's very good.
Yeah.
Thank you for the Recreation Authority. Thank you.
Yeah. Management companies doing it. Just. All right, committee reports, park board. Holly?
Next meeting is the 24th of January. In this room and excited to get back. We don't have meetings in November or December. So there's a lot going on in the parks this year. So
Sure is. Zoning hearing board,
There are no zoning hearing board applications for January.
fire chief. Or anyone?
You threw a ball.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Freedom Valley. See them either? Since Mr. Gifford's on the line, he could give the recreational authority report if he would like.
Oh, I wouldn't feel right doing that.
He still sits next to me. So yeah, we met in December to review the budget and approve it. We didn't get final numbers, but as discussed earlier, golf course did very well this year. We will meet again in February. Not typically not much golf is happening though this 60-degree weather. It's wow, so that's the latest. Communications, Kevin?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Sure.
We did cancel our December meeting because of the proximity to the holiday, but we do plan on meeting January 18th at 7:30 p.m. here to go over hopefully some results from our survey and plan on our goals for the upcoming year.
Sounds good.
Included my version.
Yes, and if you, if anybody is listening, watching this, I encourage you to complete the township survey found on the website.
All right, very good. No old business, any old business, I should say? Old business,
No.
new business. Can I get a motion to approve resolution 2023-01, which is the authorizing the disposal of township property valued at $2,000 or less for the second class township code?
Second.
Moved in second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. And I need a motion to approve resolution 2023-02, setting the police department contribution to the pension fund.
So moved.
Oh, second.
Moved in second, and all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Which brings us now to our second discussion period, which I think I'm gonna put Dave Shuren for.
Yes, wanted to present this to Doug Gifford. I was hoping you were gonna be here tonight. It's a certificate of achievement for your 37 years of service to the township to this point. I mean, hey, you're still gonna be serving. Donna wanted to have a citation written for you from the House floor, but since she was just sworn in today, there was no time to get that done.
Yeah, I
So,
guess not.
She's working on that now. We'll have it to you in a nice binder. So this is a placeholder till then. So
Thank you very much. I appreciate the effort. Thank you.
Like I say, Mr. Chairman, too, I also just want to thank Mr. Gifford again for his years of service. I had an opportunity to read the minutes and their goodbye again, and I encourage people to look at it. It's fun.
So we are attaching his letter of departure to these minutes, these particular.
And the official minutes and on that online.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks. Thank you for your service.
yes, very nice.
Anyone else? Going once, going twice? I don't have any great puns, or I'd let you have it. So this brings us to Mr. Garrity's.
Move we adjourn.
So much about that.
We'll
See
miss
you
you,
guys.
Doug.
Thanks, Doug. We'll see you soon.
Yep, take care. And thank you for voting aye.
All is good, God side up.
God said done. Yagavis.
You're getting better. My turn.